G'day folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you guys are doing well today. We are in the dungeon of Moonrise Towers. Quite a lot of stuff happened in the previous episode. Well, I should correct myself there. The last couple of episodes, because I decided to divide those episodes into two. Well, I mean, I decided to divide the recording into two episodes, rather. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed all of that. I know there were perhaps maybe slightly shorter episodes than usual, but yeah, that was a very long session for me. And yeah, I decided to sort of reload down here before we did the test, to sort of go upstairs and see if, you know, things are safe for us. And I believe it is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to wait for the sloop to be available, and we're gonna have a chat with Wulbren, and once we're done there, I would say we're going to
go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water, unless you have a better idea.
Yeah, as I said, going to actually go and sail with these guys so that we can, I don't know, maybe protect them just in case something bad happens on the water. So yeah, I'll come with you. I know a place called the Last Light Inn. You'll be safe there.
Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Now, the only difficulty here is that we have taken quite a bit of damage and we're low on resources, so this could be a difficult fight if we are indeed getting into a fight. You never know. Or perhaps maybe they just simply, you know, get to the Last Light Inn without any issues whatsoever.
You drift through the dark until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it. No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders.
Without being tested? Oh yeah, tested with the little tadpole thing. We just escaped the Absolute. These people need sanctuary, not procedures.
And they'll have it once we know they're free from infection. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolutes, what? What are you doing?
He only wants to see if you're infected. It's safe, I promise.
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. This won't take long.
Alright, what about us? Do we need to do that as well, or...? Or maybe we just observe. Yeah, I guess he's just going through them one by one, and perhaps maybe if we had taken our time a little bit more and brought Balthazar home or whatever to Moonrise Towers, perhaps maybe they could slowly all be infected by tadpoles. Not entirely sure, but let's check in with everyone.
These flaming fists don't take themselves half seriously, do they?
This is ridiculous. As if I'd let some parasite infect me.
This is a waste of time. I certainly don't have one.
I want to go inside, to the wood and stone, where it's quiet, safe.
I sure hope that I manage to free these guys before anything bad happened to them, but... Seems like the dialogue for Cal here maybe is missing or wasn't recorded.
We have to worry about parasites now. Gods.
Can we hurry this up? I need a drink now.
Good to see they've got their priorities in order.
You're clear. Welcome to Last Flight.
Very nice, okay, that's everyone. Have we cleared the quest yet, though? Rescue the tieflings. We should speak to them, rescue Wulbren. Yeah, fantastic. Alright, so we should have a chat with them, I don't know, I guess now? Before we even, you know, consider doing anything else, and going back to Moonrise Towers, although, you know, going back to Moonrise Towers makes me a little bit nervous considering what we've done. There's also looting to be done at Moonrise Towers, actually, so we do need to go back down to the dungeon and collect the spoils of all of that hard work. So let's go maybe have a chat with Wulbren first, and hopefully maybe Barkus is pretty happy with us. Yeah, let's come back this way. We haven't found Mole yet, so we definitely need to come back and try to look for Mole. Oh, okay, I'm surprised Wulbren's not here with Barkus, but let's have a chat with Barkus anyway.
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite aflutter. Do you know why?
Haven't you heard? I freed the people being held in Moonrise Towers.
You did? But that means... Wulbren! Wulbren! Where is he?
Where is he indeed? I'm looking for Wulbren as well. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's have a chat.
A moment. Wulbren, it's me!
I said a moment.
Patrols report
I'll take that.
among the cultists, Mum.
Alright, let's have a chat though.
Wulbren!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this... helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbren.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbren... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
You don't know what Barkus has gone through to find you.
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Well, there we have it. Wulbren is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised. I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded.
Oh, okay. That didn't seem like a really good outcome for Barkus, though. After, you know, having been through all of the stuff that he went through, especially with the windmill and all that. And that's the response he gets from his friend. Hopefully there's more to Wulbren and Bacchus when we get to Baldur's Gate, but... You don't owe me anything, Barcus. If anything, Wulbren does.
One and the same.
Your relationship seems rather one-sided.
Nonsense. When you've known each other as long as we have, there aren't sides. Wulbren can be a little sharp, but so can I. You should know that better than anyone.
So what will you do now?
Well, perhaps Wulbren is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate.
It doesn't seem like he wants to. Why don't you join my camp once we're ready to leave these lands?
Perhaps I will. Yes. Yes. That's a nice idea. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so Wulbren's going to be at the camp. Relieved that Wulbren is safe. Barcus rewarded us with brilliant retort. A bomb.
I agree, sir. This gives us time to read.
I assume it's one-time use. Alright, let me just have a look here. Okay, so we did gain another inspiration point there. I do like that.
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place. You've got to take the fight to them.
Ketheric's lackeys found me already. Blast it all! You need to deal with him.
I wonder if this is more of a response because we had that interaction with, I forget his name. The guy who sort of flew in here with a bunch of minions.
The towers were here. Soot, sulfur, limestone, dusted all over. Signature.
Alright, and I suppose we should have a chat with all of the tieflings. And I don't know if it's a good idea to redo interactions with, say, Jaheira or maybe even Holson. Maybe some of the Fist. Perhaps. But anyway, let's check in with all of the tieflings here. Maybe close the door because she's sort of clipping through it. Alright, let's have a chat.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
Roland was in a bad state without you two.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
We could rub it in if we really wanted to. Don't mention it.
Humble too? Imagine that.
He has no cause to be humble. He's brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Bit of gold. Okay. Very good. Let's accept that. And no more inspiration, though. Would have been good to get an inspiration point. Okay, and then there's a few other tieflings that we could speak to. So I think Larissa was one of the ones that was captured as well, right?
You're here!
2 tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
I'm killing everyone who got in my way. Technically, that's not wrong. With the help of nature's resilience, cunning, and fury.
The druids back in the grove could have learned a thing or two from you.
You should have seen him. He was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see... well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
Oh. Damn. That's a lot of stuff.
Why
have a look at this. Potent robe. Gregarious caster. Your cantrips deal additional damage equal to your charisma modifier. Well liked and well fortified. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the robe activates, granting them temporary hit points equal to their charisma modifier. So it really needs to go on someone who has decent charisma. I'm a bit confused initially because this says that it's very rare clothing, which would be good for Gale, but then he doesn't really have very high charisma. We've got him rocking, you know, very high wisdom, obviously. Or, sorry, intelligence. So this one's going to be a bit of a confusing one to utilize. Though, I guess I've got you guys to rely on, so I'll definitely be taking some suggestions. A whole bunch of other stuff here. What's this? Superior healing. Okay. Have we seen these before? I feel like this might be a first. But anyway, a whole bunch of scrolls as well. Scroll of Cone of Cold.
Happened while I was away?
Never seen this one before. I wonder if it's a level 5 or... I don't know how high the spells and the spell levels go, actually.
Maybe a garden.
That sounds perfect.
Very good. So, a lot of rewards. I think I'll just throw a few things into storage while I get the chance right now. And then... yeah, I'm gonna tuck this away as well. These scrolls we can just drop into the book. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff once more here. Let me just send everything to camp.
I'm fine.
Alright, so... what about this Saris? Does she say anything?
We're bruised, battered, but we're together again. You damn well brought them back.
You're welcome. But we're still missing Mol, obviously, so we do need to get onto that. I wonder if these guys all say things on their own, though.
Thank you. I never thought I'd see these two again. It's good to be back.
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
Well, at least he's being a little bit more honest now, so...
on my mind.
I'm not the best at showing it, but I love Cal and Roland to death. They're family. Thank you for bringing us back together.
And I do want to have a chat with Jaheira, just to see if she says anything about the situation. And then we'll go up and perhaps maybe have another convo with... I forget her name, but the one who gave us the Salunite blessing.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
I saw Ketheric. He regenerated. before my eyes.
Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter at least. Did you learn anything more?
Ketherick is calling himself a chosen of the Absolute now.
Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketherick has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else?
Not yet. Parts of the tower aren't open to me yet.
The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else? Then speak.
Okay, let's go upstairs and
I'm fine.
let's see if we can have a few more interactions here. So it is... Oh, where is she? Ah, here. Isabel. So let's have a chat with her. See if she says anything. I still haven't cleaned all the blood from the battle over here. I don't know if that would ever happen. But anyway.
You did well to help those people escape, Ketherick. Every soul saved is a blessing, and you're raining them upon us.
Still plenty to do to stop Ketherick.
True enough. I won't keep you, but I'm glad to see these people looking so well.
I saw Ketherick at Moonrise Towers. He was presiding over a trial.
Almost laughable that he sees himself fit to judge anyone. Did you learn anything about how we might defeat him?
Not yet, but I think I'm on the right track.
That's fantastic. Well done. I'm glad you've made progress. Protecting this inn, well, it takes it out of you. I'll hold out as long as I can. By the sound of things, we'll have a more permanent solution soon. So glad you're on our side.
Okay, I think that's that. Anything more for us to do here? I don't think so. Which means I'm going to... Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, Mattis is the little tiefling that doesn't really have too many good things on him. I wonder if we can trade with Wulbren. Actually, that's one thing that I haven't really looked at. Actually, the interaction with him is very, very short, isn't it? So, I don't know if there's anyone else that we can trade with, but let me go back to Moonrise Towers, and this is both a an effort to... Oh yeah, that's right. We do need the moon lantern, but actually that doesn't matter for the time being because I am going to head back into the tower. And I just want to check on all of the spoils of the battle that we've just had in the previous episode. And once we're done there, I think it's time for a long rest.
Quite ready for you.
With a look at everyone's resources. I guess Gale... Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about this guy because I did reload a previous save. Yeah. Whoopsie.
Let's have some carnage.
I mean, we can pretty much just gang up on this guy. Or hopefully maybe just take him out in the very first round here. These two we could probably deal with as well, since, you know, we've already taken out everyone on this level. Alright, so what should we do first?
I don't fancy their chances.
Let me perhaps do haste. And we'll chuck haste on, say, blue. I think that's decent, and we'll pull him back this way.
Get too close.
And Astarion, you can go in and... I guess we don't really have advantage at the moment. If I take a position right behind him, do a... Oh, this consumes bonus action as well as action. So I won't be able to do like Cunning Hide or anything like that. Alright, let's just deal some damage. I will move him behind though, in case we did want to take one of those actions later. So hang on, people kept saying to me that it's better to do the offhand attack first. And then do main hand attack. Yeah, okay, interesting how that works, because you can still do the main hand attack without it consuming both, or needing to consume both the action and the bonus action, so... Ah, okay, I see how that works now. So basically, if you do just a main hand attack while you still have a bonus action available, you just do both of the attacks at once. Yeah, okay. It's so confusing. Alright.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let's do... Brace. And let's do... Oh, actually, I should be using this. Completely forgot about that. Nice. Super easy. So, what about these two? I suppose we can deal with them. Maybe a quick save would be good.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Still breathing, despite everything. Light on my feet.
Okay. Actually, the door is open. They just didn't see us.
Trust no one.
Yeah, I don't know if perhaps maybe we can simply have some conversations with these guys before we even engage. I mean, they don't seem bothered, do they?
Like a wraith.
One thing that I'm concerned about, though, is if we engage with these guys, will we have issues on the upper levels? I suppose no one's to know, right?
Let's move. On my way. Excellent choice. It shall be done. have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
And
Let's get on
Shadowheart.
with it. I'll go this way.
We'll get Shadowheart sort of tanking damage here. She's at 29, not the best. Who has less HP? Okay, they both have about the same amount. Actually, maybe having Shadowheart in the back throwing fire bolts is better. Do we have any explosive barrels? That's another thing. Haven't really been doing really well on utilizing explosives in the environment. Okay, so again, quick save here so we don't have to do all of that again. Astarion, I'm just taking a look at... Can I not move that? Maybe not. But I do want to arrange equipment because we did say that we wanted to hot swap some of our equipment. Covert Cal will obscure the number you need to roll a crit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. So how do I know if you're obscured? Okay, so this, for instance, I can definitely tell that, you know, we are slightly obscured. But is there anything else that would obscure us? I guess fog and stuff like that. Yeah, you can reach. That's good. Let me just have a look here. So this one just gives us Shrouded in Shadow, which means that we would be able to hide for, yeah, a couple of turns. So I do want to swap to this. Let's put that there. And we'll swap to it. And then, yeah, I want to use the weapon that's going to give us the most amount of damage at the beginning of the round. Life Stealing on crit. Yep. This one does Silence on hit. But this one is the First Blood one, which I think will be good for the current situation. 6 to 18. Conditional. The targets that have all of their hit points. So otherwise it's 6 to 10. In comparison to this, which does 7 to 12. Alright, let's do a swap. I do want to just make sure that we've got all of these ready for hot swapping. The thing is, though, if I click on it from the hotbar, how is that going to go into the right slot, though? Because it seems like perhaps maybe the offhand we can't really change from the hotbar, perhaps? Yeah, I'm struggling trying to move things around here. Perhaps maybe we need to be in camp or something like that to be able to do it. Or... oh no, sorry. That's the reason why. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. There we go. Now we can sort of tidy things up a little bit. Have the equipment sort of in a line. Alright. So... Let's do our opening attack, and we'll do a sneak attack. And yeah, hopefully this doesn't get us into trouble upstairs.
Violence isn't tolerated in these parts, unless it's required to deal with a criminal like you.
Try to talk your way out of it. Let's attack. Yes. Okay, good. And blue... Actually,
May the dice roll in my favor.
Let's do haste on blue again. Tuck you back there.
No choice but to keep going.
Now, hopefully we can get the kill immediately. Actually, that'll help. Nice. Okay, and then... Yeah, unfortunately Ursa Major is going later. Would be good to be able to get honeyed paws, but that's fine. We might be able to wrap things up even before Ursa's turn. Probably. Too easy.
No one's stopped me yet.
Right. So let's
no time to rest.
Deal with all of the loot. Again, I'm being a little bit paranoid here about whether or not we'll get into trouble after, you know, doing a few of these things. So I'm just going back upstairs to double check that, you know, people haven't turned hostile or anything like that. Yeah, okay. We're all clear. Right, time for looting. And I think there must be a few additional things that we should be able to look at in the central sort of tower-y, pillar-y thing over here. So we'll definitely check it all out and perhaps maybe find some decent loot. There's also the big hole over here, which I'm curious to jump down to, because I'm hoping it'll lead us to that other section, which we haven't been to, down in the disgusting pit. And I'm glad that we're finding all this stuff, because I am in desperate need of a lot of gold right now. So I think we'll do this towards the end. You hear things down here. Things from people with nothing left to lose. No more secrets to keep. You hear that Ketheric's untouchable. Except he isn't really. That he's got some relic or other in the mausoleum. A link, that's what you hear. A link, that's what you hear. And you hear that the link can be severed. You hear things like that. But you mostly hear from the people who had already out of their... hang on. You mostly hear them from people who are already out of their minds. Ah, bit of a clue there. Some kind of a link to something, some kind of artifact. I mean, I would have said that it definitely is going to be some kind of an artifact. Like, that part is probably a no-brainer, but... bit of an acid puddle here. Is there a way we can get rid of that?
You have my
Gale?
attention.
Water, perhaps? But I think I've tucked away all of the water at this stage.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Moving ahead.
Let's see. Barbed arrow. Potion of invisibility. Spellcrux amulet. Spell slot restoration. Oh, interesting. I feel like this could be good for Gale, although he's got something that already does that, right?
Salutation.
What was that? Just heard a strange noise there. Yeah, he's got this, right? Pearl of Power Amulet. I suppose he can still take that one as well.
Never a dull moment.
But perhaps maybe it's not a bad thing for Will to have. Let me just send it all to camp.
Another step forward.
So we have largely seen everything in here except for opening that chest. Okay, that's not really a lot of stuff, unfortunately. But the warden did say something about the upper levels perhaps having more stuff. Which, yes, we were here before, while we were sort of skulking around on the high ground. So, let's see. Gold chalice. I mean, yes, please. Burnished necklace. Gold ring. Let's take a look at this one. A map of the Sword Coast from the Sea of Moving Ice down to just north of Anne, including several of the near archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. A large red arrow stretches out from the east, then branches into numerous small arrows fanning out across the land to signify the Absolute's planned conquest. I have a feeling we may have read that before.
Right tool will do the trick.
So we definitely still have quite a lot of dealings here in the tower. I'm just hoping that me stealing all the stuff on this level isn't going to affect that. Browbeaten Circlet. The wearer gains a +1 bonus to spell save DC while threatened. I mean, sounds pretty decent, although, again, I feel like I wouldn't really want most of my spellcasters to be in the line of fire. We just throw a bunch of stuff. All the way into the camp. I think that's it. Yeah, looking good. All right. Wulbren's hammer. Huh. Can we return it to him, I wonder? Maybe. We can always try when we go back to the Last Light Inn. So, obviously, we still have quite a bit to do there. I'll probably leave everyone down there for the time being and just explore with Blue. Pretty sure the coast is clear. I mean, there's not really too much more to see though. Perhaps maybe just check out these barrels. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so the only thing for us to do is to check on this hole and to see what would happen if we jumped down. But I think before we even do that, we might want to have a long rest. So let's get that done first. Alright. Ooh, Astarion. I guess maybe we have something with Astarion because of that interaction with the trader. So let's have a quick chat.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. It isn't like me. Not like me at all. I was being too precious, wasn't I? We could have used her potion. A moment of unpleasantry doesn't matter if there's a fine reward. I should have just gritted my teeth as always and let her have me for a bit.
I mean, you're the one who's going to be doing the biting, so I would think that's the other way around, but... It makes me sad to hear you talk about yourself like that.
Why? I'm simply trying to be realistic. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? And when you've been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again.
You have so much more than your looks going for you.
I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. It should have been so easy to let the drow use me for her fantasy, but perhaps, you showed me I have enough strength. I don't need to.
You aren't a slave now, Astarion. You're free.
I can stop using myself. Stop being used. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
Well, I'm glad we got his approval that time while we were having that interaction. So let's check in with everyone else just in case.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Greetings.
I think I'm gonna still go with the party members that we currently have as well. Just to, you know, utilize Astarion for a little bit.
Hey, soldier.
Alright. Really don't think that there's too much going on, but we'll have a sleep shortly.
How can I help?
Alright, bedtime. And yes, we will do a full rest here, so let's use some of our stuff. A lot of booze. Maybe we should get some nutrition in there. Some lemons. Plenty of vitamin C. Alright. Good. Let's get back out there, and obviously we do need to do a little bit of preparing, so let's get to that. Quote. And let's do our long strider. Good stuff. Alright. Anything else we need to do? I think so. Gale needs to do mage armor. I keep forgetting to pop mage armor onto him, so...
Alright, what now?
And a quick save is in order before we even jump, so... Do I need to... do Featherfall? Perhaps maybe that's not a bad idea.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Let's go. Yeah, we seem to have ended up... Hang on. Is this yet again the same spot? It is, actually. Bloody hell. Alright, well, it won't take us too long to get out. But I think that's it for the dungeon, which means that we probably want to go back out to the town itself and to explore rather, the rest of the structures there. I reckon maybe the Masons Guild might be the next place that we go to.
Huh, I'll give it a shot.
Alright. Where's the rest of our group? Oh, they're stuck here. Man. That is kind of annoying.
Never wanted the easy path.
But that's alright, we should be able to just, yeah, go through the cell to try and reunite. Okay, so off we go to portal. And from here, I just want to take a look at the journal before we do anything else. Have we not finished this though? Perhaps maybe I need to speak to more tieflings that I haven't spoken to just yet. We spoke to Alfira, Roland. I thought we did speak to the other guy, Cal. Anyway, the Night Song, Grand Duke, lifting the Shadow Curse, Zevlor. Yeah. I don't know if we should try and force our way into some of the other rooms in Moonrise Towers to try and find the Grand Duke and Zevlor. Maybe that's why we haven't completed Rescue the Tieflings yet. Maybe Zevlor is like the last one that we need to save. The House of Healing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we sort of got to the front entrance, but we sort of backed away from it. I might begin at the Toll House, actually, guys, just because that's the closest, so we'll be able to have a look around. It is largely already uncovered as well, so I just want to, you know, get it all done first and know that it's all done, and then move on to everything else that's still shrouded, so to speak, on the map. So... oh yes.
What's next,
Goodness me. Almost forgot.
Let's get going. Can't slow down.
Alright, so the Toll House. Yeah, we've got several undead slash spirit looking things here, which apparently we can speak to. Let's do another quick save.
And these things have stayed interesting.
So perhaps maybe we want to have a chat with the Visage of Regret here first. Bit of gold there, but I get the feeling that there must be something to do.
If only I'd left when I still could.
Oh, what? Garangoth Thorm. Again, one of the Thorms. Dropping gold everywhere. What on earth is going on? Have a chat.
Something to ask.
Don't forget. You should leave now. I should have left when I still could. Nothing left to take. Nobody left to kill.
Definitely giving off, like, boss fight vibes. Unless perhaps maybe we succeed several checks, which for the distiller we completely failed on. Maybe we'll have better luck this time.
Report to the tollmaster. Pay the toll.
Thayan shipment box.
All the way from Thay. Jewels and gems, probably. One still in there.
Cormite shipment box.
Silks from Cormier, it says. Empty, though.
Filthy, too.
Cheese from the Dale lands. Or what's left of it.
B. Firzu's up to his old tricks. The damn rat. Tried to sail right past without paying toll. A half-dozen crates this time. As if we'd miss a shipment that large. Transfer them to impound, and no funny business. We seized 2 chalices just days ago. 1 silver, 1 gold. But it seems they grew legs and walked off. Odd, isn't it? I'm not pointing fingers, mind you, but if those chalices don't walk right on back, Garangoth will want answers, and she'll be asking you first. I guess this Garangoth is the Tollmaster or something like that. Head Tollmaster.
What's hiding here?
Can't wait to sell this rubbish.
Help wanted.
Hauliers and merchants wanted. Sail the silvery seas, gaze upon the gate. No experience required.
Yeah, so this was definitely part of the pathway that we had gone through already. Just wanted to double check that we haven't missed anything. And we have. We missed this. So very good to discover that. So we should be able to portal back here when we need to. outhouse, just right here, and these routes seem to take us all the way above the toll house as well. Okay. Do we re-enter and try to go to the second floor from the inside? Or... ooh, there's a vault. Very interesting. Yeah, we could, you know, climb up this way. But I'm thinking, you know, from a combat perspective, if we do get into a fight, having a lot of our guys perched up, especially Blue being able to perch himself up on higher ground, is much more desirable, obviously. Just gonna throw Speak with Animal on, just in case. There doesn't seem to be too much going on up this way. Maybe a supply pack over there? Backpack. Okay. There's a little bit going on over here.
I've got a long road ahead.
I was meant for better things.
I think what I'm gonna... oh.
No time to dally.
Oh, right, because we've gotten a little too far.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving
Yeah.
in.
So what I'm gonna do is just quickly check on all of this. Actually, no, we have been through here. Okay, so all we need to do really is go up to the second floor of the toll house. Now, I was thinking of leaving Gale on the roof to be able to cast spells from there, but in hindsight, he's not going to be able to do that without the protection of the lantern in the first place, so that's out of the question. Is there anything down below? Or is that... yeah, okay, it is an actual chasm.
Can't wait to sell this rubbish.
It seems like there's multiple potential entry points, and I'm just not entirely sure where would be a good position for us to sort of climb up from. But I think I'll figure that all out in the next episode, to be honest, guys. So, and yeah, we're likely going to have a boss fight, unless perhaps maybe there are checks that we can succeed, hopefully, and we won't have such a tough fight on our hands. We'll see. Anyway, chuck me a like down below if you enjoyed it, guys. Stay true, as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.